Since the 2016 election, the FBI has used the full extent of its power in an attempt to undermine President Trump. While the highly publicized dispute has been uniquely heated, this is not the first time a U.S. president has been put at odds with the agency. One America's Luke Glaze has more.
While the intensity of the conflict between the FBI and President Trump is unprecedented, the fact that the government's top investigative agency is at odds with the nation's leader is not historically unique. The rivalry was set from the very beginning of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, with the agency's first director, J. Edgar Hoover. In his 48-year career as director, Hoover led the Bureau through an exponential expansion and served under 8 different presidents. He had contentious relationships with almost all of them. The Church Committee's report in 1975 revealed Hoover delighted in sharing illegally gathered information to gain the upper hand against his political rivals. In response to disagreements he had with the Kennedy administration, Hoover used wiretaps and other secret methods to spy on the president and his family. Kennedy's brother once spoke about the FBI director's persistence.
I suppose every month he'd send somebody around to give information on a member of my family or myself so that it would be clear that he was on top of all of these things and received all of this information.
It was rumored the intel he gained on Kennedy's affair with mob-connected Judith Campbell Exner was the only thing that kept Kennedy from firing Hoover amid their feud. In the 70s, the FBI had their most explosive conflict with leadership to date, under President Richard Nixon. After a power struggle over information, high-level agents methodically leaked intel on Nixon's Watergate probe that ended in the president's resignation. During this conflict, FBI agents at the highest levels of authority showed they were willing to circumvent the Constitution to publicly undermine the integrity of the White House. In the 90s, after President Clinton's re-election, the FBI, under then-Director Louis Freeh, led a probe to investigate the suspected Chinese funding of Clinton's campaign. Freeh distrusted the president so much he refused to brief the White House on the investigation, saying, "Why should we brief him? He's a crook. He's no better than a bank robber. Would we tell a bank robber about our investigation?" Freeh later accused Clinton of colluding with Saudi Arabia to impede the FBI investigation of a 1996 terror attack. Before his assassination, President Kennedy gave a relevant speech criticizing secret organizations.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment.
Given a long history of corrupt and unconstitutional actions that have been used to intimidate and subvert our nation's most powerful leaders, the FBI has established itself as a consistent threat to the integrity of our democracy. Luke Glaze, One America News.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.